I am mArEaZi Premium Photography. I am a fashion photographer. I do a little bit of headshots. I specialize in African American women and skin tones. So I'm going to show you guys how to do a edit. Um, I'm going to be showing you some different techniques on how I do things. Please follow along. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll answer as many as possible. This is my first stab at a YouTube video, and it's unedited. It's straight up raw. It's straight up just me deciding to do it and finally get it done. So let's get it started. Quick background. I'm not a Photoshop expert. I just do photographs. I'm a professional paid photographer, but I've learned Photoshop basically on my own through books, through videos like this one that you're watching. And so I picked up a lot of techniques along the way. And so please excuse me if I say something that's not exactly Photoshop correct, because I don't know the Photoshop language, because again, I'm self-taught. But hopefully you can learn something from this and we can all come away happy. Hit the thumbs up if you want to. Hit the subscribe button if you want to. It's not mandatory. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. So what I always do is duplicate my layer so that I'm not messing up anything. And some people name their duplicate layers. Some people don't. All right, so now what I'm actually going to do is I have this picture here of Ashley. She's a singer. She does great work. I'm going to edit this photo. I'm actually going to use the clone stamp tool. Now with the clone stamp tool, I have some presets over here. I'll actually show you guys how to set up some presets. It's pretty cool and pretty easy. Let me just delete these first so I can show you what I do to create them. And I'm sorry if my voice goes in and out. Again, this is my first video, so I haven't purchased the microphone yet, but I will be. And I'm going to delete these tools. All right, so right now you'll see that there is a light, a dark, and a normal. So for you to create your presets, you want to make sure you have the clone stamp tool selected. You want to select your size of your brush. In this case, I'm going to do let's say a 36 pixel brush, and the hardness I'm going to go down to 25. And then for here, you can tweak it a little bit more. We got transfer and we got build up. And after that, press the X. And then what's next? We got the mode. We got lighten and we got darken. I'm going to do this one as lighten. We're going to make the flow at 25. And for this one, sample aligned, I'm actually going to keep sample aligned on so it can follow me, make it a little bit easier. And we're only going to do this to the current layer. So then I go here to the lines on the side, the hamburger stack, and then I go and I press new preset, and then I name this lighten 25, and I'm naming this lighten 25 because this is lighten at 25% opacity. And then I'm going to go to the darken color, actually darken, not darken color, darken. And I'm also going to save this one, new preset, and this one's going to be called darken 25. All right, so now we have a lighten 25 and a darken 25. The difference between the light 25 and the dark 25 is, you see right here, the flow changes to 70% there, but with 25, it changes to 25%. And I have build up on tilt. So that means we can we have more control over what the brush does. All right. Well, what happened to my layer? I'm gonna duplicate my layer because it was supposed to be duplicated. I might have deleted it by mistake. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with the lighten tool first, and I actually have a tablet that I use to edit, but you can edit also with the mouse. I just feel it's a lot easier when you edit with a tablet, and I say that because I know I have a lot of beginner photographers that's following me. So for all you seasoned professionals, take it easy. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly now I'm actually recording this video on Quick Player. I don't think that, you know, it is too bad, but if it keeps lagging with the process, then I might have to find a new place to edit. But basically, I'm getting all of the lighter spots to even out, and because I have a lower opacity, I have a high opacity but a low flow, I'm able to build up to the desired look. My other fingers are on the shortcut button for erase, so that I can make sure I grab the correct sample area. And you see right there, it's just too bright. So let me just take my flow down even further, because I just want to make sure it just blends in. I don't want it to be too obvious. We're going to clean it up a little bit more with a little bit of frequency separation. Okay, so as you can see, just grabbing the general area and just trying to clean it up ever so slightly. And right now, because we're using the lighter side, you're still going to see light imperfections, but we'll get those with the dark tool. You want to retouch anything that's not supposed to be there. Anything that's supposed to be there, you want to keep it. Like this beauty mark, you definitely want to keep that. I think that it gives her character and it's a part of her, so you don't want to take that off. And it's actually good the makeup artist didn't take that off when she was doing the makeup. And so as you see, with that area right there, I sampled an area that was too light. So I'm going to sample another area. Again, this YouTube video, like I said in the beginning, it's a straight run. It's not like it's a cut. It's not like it's a Final Cut Pro. I might get there in the future, but for right now, this is my first video. And you know how when you first do something, you get a little nervous and you just got to get out there and do it. This is me just getting out there and do it. You get that first one under your belt, and then you can grow and go from there. So what I'm actually doing with the clone stamp tool is I'm actually sampling different areas of her skin. If you look at her skin, you notice that everything flows in a pattern, right? So you got the pattern on her nose that flows up and down. You got the pattern around her eyes that flow like waves. You got the pattern around her cheeks that flow downward. So when you sample the area, you don't want to sample a downward area to go across the bridge of her between her nose and her mouth, because that area of skin doesn't match the other area, and you can create more imperfections than you actually take away. So you notice I'm sampling close areas like right next to the skin, that I'm actually in trying to enhance. All right. So I'm almost done. It's not too much more. Um, but this I feel is the best way to remove blemishes when you do frequency separation. I think that's the best way to even skin tones and keep a happy picture. Now, I have my computer zoomed in on this person's face, but I'm not zooming too far in because I want to do like a global view so that I don't overdo some of the retouching. If I was looking to put this actual photo in a magazine, I would have a tighter, basically a tighter view, like something maybe twice as deep so that I can fix every hair, every little tiny thing. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to keep it on a halfway global view. This is like half global, in between global and like micro. This isn't micro retouching. Micro retouching, you get in a little closer. I've done that before. It's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding. And I love when models use their natural hair. It's just so awesome. So this is natural hair, and with this clone stamp tool, you can actually also get flyaways away. Awesome. So look at the before and after. That's before, and that's after. Perfect way to get flyaways. I'm gonna do another video on flyaways too, so stay tuned. I might be able to bust it out today. I don't know. All right, so a little bit more retouching. Let's get this area on the lip here. All right, so, and one more area right here. And I think that's all that I need to get. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's zoom out just a tad so we can do a quick before and after. That's before, and that's after. Now, as you can see, it's not that big of a change. And that's the thing. You don't want to have like that big of a change. You just want to keep it clean, keep it simple, and do it that way. Now, with that being said, I do have a nice light setup, and that's one of the reasons why I'm able to have the shot look nice in the camera. Invest in good equipment, learn how to use your good equipment, you get a good return on it. So now we're going to go to the 25 darken. Now that we have the darken, now we're going to grab and retouch all of the areas on her skin that need to be darkened. So that's the light areas. So I'm going to grab this first one, the forehead, done. Then I'm going to go a little bit closer, just a tad bit closer, so I can grab different areas. Alright, so I have this area right here above her eyebrow. That looks good. Under her eye, it's like little speckles of uneven skin. It's not that much. She has great skin. So it's like, don't overdo it. Just do it enough to keep it looking natural. And I keep my hand near the Command Z in case I mess something up. That way I can quickly undo it and do it the right way on the fly. Now I'm going to go in on a little bit more micro level really quick to show y'all a couple things. One is this mouth area here. I'm gonna make my brush even smaller, and I'm gonna grab this dark area here. Alright, what's my brush done? Let me go like 12 pixels. Grab this area here and just paint on the light area where the lip meets the skin. Perfect. Little things right here that I see. And see, this is closer to the micro level than when I was using the light side. I mean, yeah, when I was lightening everything. And as you can see, when you go to micro, there's a lot more things that you can actually influence, touch, and retouch. But when you bring it back out, you don't see any of those things. So that's why it's like sometimes it's important to go and retouch on a micro level. Sometimes it's not. At one time in my career, I thought I had to do everything perfect. But I've learned through my 8 years that a perfect photo is a perfect photo. Don't do too much to it. Just do enough. So, as you can see with the before and then now the after, it pretty much gave you an awesome effect. So with that being said, please stay tuned for my next video. I'm going to show you guys how I do my frequency separation so that you can learn how to even these skin tones. Please come back to me, and like I said, if you feel like it, subscribe and hit that like button. Leave a comment if you have any comments too. Peace.